partnered with Xrocker. They have great quality products such as chairs, desk accessories, and more. Feel free to check out the link down below in the description. And when checking out, use the code Lyronyx10 and get 10% off of any item of your choice. Hey guys, it's Lyronyx here, and I'm making another Dragon Adventures video. In today's video, today's topic for our beginner's guide is going to be how to unlock worlds. Because I kind of felt like this would be an important number 3 on our list due to the fact that how are you going to get dragons? Well, you got to unlock the worlds first of all. So how do we do that? Great question. Before we get into that, I would like to quickly go over some of the things I missed in the last video because I did realize that I did miss a few of those questions, but I'm here to clarify those that I did miss. So the main whole point that I did miss was how can you get these dragons, but I also feel like that's kind of easy, but there are some that I feel like definitely do need to be clarified. Obviously, we know all the original dragons that are around the map, so you get them through getting the eggs. Sometimes you can get them through little side events, like mini events that are going on, because sometimes they'll be there for you to obtain, but most of the time they're just going to be in their little egg in their assigned map. Now for event dragons, this is a little bit different because we had different kind of occasions and different things where lots of crazy things have happened with obtaining eggs. With our older kind of events, like the older Halloween event, older Easter event, like all the older ones, we have seen that with getting the egg, you usually would have to fly around and wait for it to spawn, but it would only spawn like every couple of hours or so. Like it would be a while till it spawned again. Usually though, now with our newer events, that has been less of the case. I don't think I've actually seen that in quite a while now. With our newer events, you are able to usually just buy the egg, and you know, you have to earn the currency through playing like mini games and doing that. And then usually you can just buy the egg. So lately it has been less of finding the egg and more of buying the egg, but they could definitely be bringing that back, so where they have it so you have to find it. Maybe they just want to change it all to so you have to buy it. It's really up to what they're gonna do, or they could always bring in a whole nother idea, as we've seen them do it many times over, where they will always surprise us with different ideas. Also, another technique I kind of forgot to mention is wheels. Always remember to spin the wheels. If there's any sort of event wheel, there will always be the event egg on it. So always remember to spin those because you can always have a chance of getting the egg that way as well. And then for our mission dragons, our seasonal dragons, those ones I also kind of forgot to mention. Obviously, we should know how this works by now, but if we don't, this is our lovely dragon seasonal little mission thing. I don't know what you want to call it exactly. It's a pass of sorts. This is the dragon pass. This is the free one. But anyways, complete missions. Every mission you complete, it will tell you, I believe it tells you here right up at the top, right under the daily missions, how many points you get per mission you complete. It says 5 season points per mission, and then your weekly missions will get you 25 season points. And as you can see, I've got 5 out of 50 because I've only completed 1 daily mission. But as you complete those missions and it rises up through this, then it will slowly unlock little elements here, as then finally unlocking that seasonal dragon. And then if you have the pass, maybe another dragon too. So again, always consider getting the pass only if you really want to, you know, there's nothing saying that you have to, but it is definitely really cool. But those are all the ways to get the dragons. Other ways that I feel like don't really need to be mentioned because it's kind of like an obvious thing is trading dragons or buying them in the Undercity. Obviously, that's just something you can do. Like by default, you can just go get them. It's really simple, definitely easier than usually like going around looking for the egg, but I feel like we kind of were carrying more towards like how I can get them out of the egg or where I can get the egg. Next question that I forgot to answer was which dragons are breedable. Now this one is pretty simple, so it's gonna be like a really easy fast one. Most all world dragons are going to be breedable. Everyone that you can find in the world portal that isn't an event, because I know that you can find the event worlds in here, but all of these should have breedable dragons. Now obviously I believe the Zin I don't think is breedable though, because it was kind of like a big event creature. Yeah, as you can see here, he's not a breedable species, but is in the world portal here, as we can see. But I do believe that every other species here should be breedable. If I'm wrong, do please correct me. I just know of the Zin and every other one. Just by looking at them, I'm gonna kind of guess that they are all breedable. As so far as what I've seen, I haven't really checked it out myself because I haven't like been playing in a while to where at the point I've been breeding my dragons. But yes, now obviously any Event dragon is not breedable unless, you know, by some magical circumstance it is, because we have had times where they have been breedable, but they have mainly changed that to kind of keep the rarity of those event dragons so that they can keep bringing them back and keep making people really want those dragons. Because obviously if the rarity went away and they kept bringing them back during events, nobody's gonna want them. So definitely a good idea of what they're doing, but also kind of does suck. We also do have the season dragons, which are also usually not breedable in the sense that we want to kind of keep those rare dragons, considering that once they're gone, which is a pretty crazy cool concept. It is also a worrying concept that you will never see them again, unless by some magical chance you do, but most likely you will not. Third question, which ones can I buy? This one's pretty easy. You can buy, I believe, all of them. They are all able to be sold unless they are like under the age of being sold, like under the age of being sellable, because I know there's like a thing with that where the dragons have to be like a certain age so that people can see the dragon and, you know, tell if they really want it or not. So yeah, mainly every dragon as of right now is buyable. You can just go to the Undercity, see what people are selling, and then boom, bam, boom, you know, you find the dragon you want, you can buy it if you have enough money, of course. Now on to the actual part of the video that I would like to talk about is how we're gonna unlock these worlds, because each one is slightly different from the last, although there is like quite a grouping of worlds that all have the same kind of, you know, way to unlock, but some of them do have different ways, so that's what we're here to talk about. So obviously we're gonna look here at our little world portal so that I can kind of give you a little visual as we talk through it. So Origins, obviously that is a starting map that everyone gets for free, as well as the Undercity and the Grassland, because Grassland is going to be your starting world to get you started, to let you see what mobs are like, get you started on finding eggs, anything like that. Undercity is, you know, the trading area, the shop area, all that good stuff right there. So really should be a free place, and it is a free place. So those are our three main ones that are free. Now moving on to the jungle map, as well as the volcano and the tundra. So these three all work the same, as well as the ocean. I'm gonna kind of like group them all together because these ones all have the same thing. But how it goes is you need to unlock every dragon from the previous map, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna run you through it real quick just in case it doesn't. So in order to unlock the jungle map, you are going to need the two dragons from the Grassland map in order to unlock the jungle map. And then to unlock the volcano map, you are going to need to unlock every dragon from the jungle map. And then to unlock the tundra map, you're going to need every dragon from the volcano map. Now the only difference with the ocean one is that you will need every dragon from the previous worlds to unlock that one, not just the ones from tundra. You will need every dragon. That doesn't mean that you have to keep those dragons in your inventory. You just have to obtain them at least once, and then it will basically kind of like check it off like a checklist, and then it will already like automatically be in there for you, kind of saved. So don't worry about that. But yes, you will need to have at least obtained every dragon before you can unlock the ocean. Now the desert, I for some reason when searching could not find any information on how to unlock it, so I'm going to assume that it's the same way as the ocean. But if there is a different way to the desert, please do let me know, because for some reason that was the one and only map that I couldn't find any information on how to unlock. And saying that I've already unlocked these worlds, it is kind of difficult for me to tell you because I can't really figure it out when I've already unlocked it. So I kind of like went and did some research. This one seemed to be the only one that I could not find anything on for some reason, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it's like the ocean map, so you're going to probably need every dragon previous to that one. Now for the fantasy, this one is the first one that you are going to encounter that is going to have a puzzle for you to solve. That means every other one is also going to have a puzzle for you to solve, which is so fun. In order to unlock the fantasy map, you will need one egg from every map that you have acquired previous. There is also ways that you can get the eggs without having these maps, which is through trading. So that is definitely helpful. You can also buy them in the shops if you didn't already know that. that as well. But you know, usually I would say that it's a lot easier if you already had the map, so then you can go in and find those, because buying the eggs, I have found so early on in the game, it is so pointless to buy eggs. I mean, if you want to go ahead and buy the mystery one, I feel like that's always fun, but really going and buying eggs is like wasting your money. Okay, that is like a tip for money saving. I guess I could do a video on that too, but that is a big tip right there. Don't buy the eggs. I would say unlock the maps. It's a whole lot easier, and then you can find eggs whenever you want. But anyways, like said, for the fantasy map, you need every egg prior. Now, I'm not entirely sure that that means the origins map too, because we all do know that that has an egg for itself. But when I played the game, I did not require the origins, but that is because the origins didn't have an egg at the time. So again, not entirely sure, because things have changed a lot since then, but I'm going to guess probably just have the origins egg on you. Again, they're not that hard to find, so it should be fairly easy for you. But yes, there's that one. Now the wasteland. Here we go. This is where it gets painful. Now for this one, you are going to need 250 toxic waste and then 10 concentrated poison, as long with an elder dragon species of any kind, but it has to have the corrosive element, which is kind of a difficult element to get, to be honest. There's a lot of breeding involved with that. If you are going to do that by hand, you will need like an elements chart. I guess I can make a video on that too. There's so much with this game. I remember trying to get the corrosive element by hand. I later found out it would be a lot easier to buy it, which I did end up buying it, but I only did that after I got it myself, which took a few days to do. But yeah, so you're probably wondering, how do I get the toxic waste and how do I get the concentrated poison? Because that all sounds like wasteland materials, and I don't have the map. Now, I do believe that it should say like complete a task or start task right under the world when you click on it. So when it does that, I believe it takes you to like this little spawn area. It's not like exactly a spawn, but it's where you're going to put your concentrated poison and your toxic waste. And so basically you'll start your task, and then you'll go to any world in the game, find where the toxic boss is, fight it, and that will get you your concentrated poison or your toxic waste. Once you get those, you go back to your little task area, you fill up your little things, because I'm not entirely sure what it says, but you like go up to the area, you put it in, it will count it up for you, you go back, get some more if you need some more, and then after that another room will unlock, and that is where you will sacrifice your elder dragon with the corrosive element. So don't get too attached to it, because you will be losing it, but you will need one. Usually it will tell you all of this when you start the task. Also, I'm pretty sure the task is like time limited, because I remember my first time doing it, I ran out of time because I did not complete it in the time period, which was kind of awful considering I took so much time to do it. But you know, things happen. But that is the wasteland for you. Really fun unlocking it, I'll tell you that. And now for the last one, our prehistoric world. This one is also a trip. First, you are going to need to get every single dragon in the game to level 15. But this is not talking about seasonal dragons nor event dragons. This is only talking about ones that you can get from every map prior to that one. But you will have to go obtain every one of those dragons and get them to level 15, only to then sacrifice all of them and give them up. There's a lot to it. At least I do believe you have to sacrifice. I could be wrong, but when I did it, I'm pretty sure I ended up sacrificing all of my dragons. So it was kind of, you know, sad moment there. After that, you are going to need to fish up 4 different types of hearts. I do believe it will tell you if you need a certain amount. I'm not entirely sure if you do or do not. I believe when I did it that I did need like 25 or something of each heart. There was quite a few or something. Like you needed a good amount of hearts. So you're going to need all of the dragons, all the level 15. You're going to need to collect 4 different types of hearts. And then you are also going to need a dragon with a demon element, and then a dragon with an angel element. And then you're also going to have to sacrifice both of those dragons. And then you will finally unlock the prehistoric map, which I also believe then leads into another mission that you have to do there. So there's more stuff to it, but that one has to deal with getting a dragon and not so much unlocking the map. So I'm not really going to talk about that one. But yeah, there's a lot to the last 3. I know I went through it all. It was painful. I remember when they all first came out and I was trying so hard to keep up because all these content creators were getting the world so quickly, so hard. But I wish you luck. It is definitely, I feel like, a lot easier now though to get like the rest of these, like the desert and below. I feel like they were definitely a lot easier to get now. So definitely good time to be playing the game. Also, I wish you all luck for those of you unlocking maps. Now, other maps such as event maps, there's nothing to it. I believe usually always they will be free maps, so I'm not even really going to talk about those ones, but just wanted to bring them up just in case you were like wondering and maybe like why didn't I talk about it. But yeah, any upcoming map, I'm not sure if they will be coming out with any more new world portal maps. That is like a whole nother thing that we could possibly see in the future, but I really doubt. Maybe like one this year, but I really again don't think so, so I don't really think we're gonna have to worry about anything. But that is all the information I have to unlocking world portals in the new 2022. I really hope this video is helpful, and if you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, part of Light Squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!